and fiction, as the boys will agree with me. He likes to make his own stuff up. Apparently he won foot golf yesterday, but he's the worst footballer we've ever seen. And take everything with a pinch of salt. But yeah, thanks very much. Cheers.
Thank you. A lot of rehearsing into that, wasn't there? Good afternoon, everyone. If you don't know me, I'm Dan, best man. You'll do that. First time I've been required to make a speech like this, and it's true when I say it's nerve-wracking. I only feel slightly better knowing that I'm not the only person in the room who may be feeling apprehensive and queasy at the thought of what lies ahead, but then again, she has just married Liam. Firstly, I'd like to thank the bridesmaids for sharing the special day, and also the ushers for all they've done today. It's going to be a great evening ahead too. Now, as one or two of you may know me, being best man is no easy task. When Liam first offered me the job, I was deeply honoured, of course, despite Liam telling me I was fifth choice. Like most people, I've never been particularly keen on public speaking, but it seems to be genetically encoded in all men to choose the friend with the most socially unacceptable traits to get up here. Finally, someone appreciates me for who I am. Having then duly accepted the honour, I spent a long time wondering how to describe Liam with the respect due to a man on his wedding day, how to strike the right tone of sincerity, praise and warmth. You see, Liam is a man who truly defies description. I could speak for an hour about him, but I'm not going to. And when I'm finished, I'll be no closer to grasping the essential essence of my very dear friend, and yet miraculously, he can be neatly summed up with a single internationally recognised hand gesture. But you need details. I've known Liam since we were 16, however, I'd like to go back to the beginning of his life when he was born in Germany in August 1989, long before he switched allegiances to the Royal Marines. Let's hope Brexit vote doesn't send you back there. Jane has given us an insight into his childhood, Liam being that perfect child that used to love to have his little mummy cuddles all through his life up until when I think he was 18 still. He was never really daft. I'm sure Jane agrees. Having her to embarrass him was plenty enough for him. However, when he was 2, he did poo in a shop display toilet. He's always loved his food as well, and never let any foods go to waste. And when he was 3, he dropped an ice lolly on the floor and proceeded to get on his hands and knees and eat it all off the floor. To this day, his commitment of food is still evident. Many a time I've seen him eat more Nando's in one sitting than a family of 4, and then follow down to McDonald's for a Big Mac. Liam found his voice and opinions when he became a teenager, as most do. Another teenage trait of his was to use his parents as a taxi service to meet up with his friends all the time. But Liam would never know where he was meant to get dropped off. Navigation was a word unbeknownst to him. I hope your navigation skills have improved, mate, as I'm sure it's pretty crucial in what you do today. Liam and I first met in sixth form. When he was brought into the common room by our head teacher back at the time, Miss Hare, the small 16-year-old Northern Irish lad with shocking eyebrow piercing and this accent. I didn't have a clue what it was. Like this Northern Irish farmer type thing. Like everyone was looking around thinking, what is this geezer on? Little did I know that we'd become best mates today. Throughout sixth form, we had some great laughs, mainly due to Liam's relentless banter and people laughing at me because of him. In our first year, we thought we were pretty cool. We used to go down to a Lord Hill pub in Uxbridge most Friday and Saturday nights, thinking we were cool, getting served at 16 years old. Doesn't surprise me now that place has closed down. One night after Liam had been out with friends, he came home drunk and then proceeded to spend... Sorry, what's that? Remainder of the evening was heading to the toilet, crying and asking his mum not to tell his nan, but we didn't realise she was standing right behind him watching him. Liam always rated himself as a footballer, some sort of like midfield dynamo, from memory, he always used to turn up for a kickabout in his full Plymouth kit. Shirt, shorts and socks. Strange you say he's a Spurs fan. Like, don't understand. I guess it's a bit like being a German and then becoming a Brit again, I guess. Growing up with Liam through sixth form, I never thought he'd be marrying a girl younger than him. I thought he had a thing for older women. Back at sixth form, we always had a soft spot for Miss Mope all those years ago. I don't know if you remember your business teacher there, Liam. Yeah. After sixth form, he became an estate agent. He dressed in all the typical gear as one would: pinstripe suit, loud tie, so on. What didn't help was that before every house viewing, he had to park his Citroen Saxo around the corner from every house viewing because it sounded like a tractor and the engine would fall out at any time. After that, he knew that estate agency just weren't for him, and so he thought, oh, I'll be a Marine. Liam and Vicky met in early 2010, a few months before he headed off for training. They started going out back on the 2nd of April that year. If you're wondering how they met, it was in a really, really classy establishment. Liquid nightclub in Uxbridge. Vicky and I went to the same sixth form in different years. That night in Liquid we were talking and she said that she liked Liam, so for about a 10-minute pep talk, I told her, just go and talk to him. And then I guess the rest is history, so you can probably thank me for being here today. Then moving on to the Marines, after 40 weeks of training, he passed out for duty on the 25th of February 2011. Liam took to the Marines like a duck to water. It's quite ironic I say that because he has the swimming abilities of a toddler and can't even do breaststroke. Talking of water, Liam may not be able to swim, but in 2013 he was able to get into the water to follow in the footsteps of Peter Andre's Mysterious Girl video by posing for a Go Commando calendar. The only item of clothing he was wearing was a beret that was on his head. Not much covering his modesty. If there is anyone who hasn't had the pleasure of seeing the photo, don't worry. I have got plenty here for you to see. I'll leave them here. Just have a look when you get a chance. I've also got a few collection of photos that I've given to the ushers today. They're going to pass around the tables of Liam back in the day, through the day. Might be one there with an eyebrow piercing. Vicky also told me about one time when he went to Great Yarmouth for an anniversary. Liam's pretty full of confidence, as you all know he is. He tried to show off on the old Test Your Strength hammer machine back in the arcade. He's never told any of this to show how high a score he could get. He didn't quite anticipate hitting himself straight in the nose with the hammer, resulting in a nosebleed. He has a track record of this though, as he's also once hit himself in the face with a gun butt whilst in the Marines, not forgetting about falling down a 6-foot ditch as well. Sounds like we're in safe hands. He may be clumsy, but at least he's organised. Don't laugh. Being a Marine, you expect him to be on top of things, not at all. I think I began to realise that when I initially asked him what he liked the best man in Ushers to wear on the wedding day. The response was, I just thought you'd come in a suit, wasn't what I was expecting. That pretty much set the tone for Liam from that day into the wedding now. Back in November when we were beginning to organise the stag do to Budapest, Liam said he had to limit the invites because there's going to be so many people coming on here. He said 24 was the number, that's it, we can't invite any more. Let's just say there were 7 of us by the day. Plenty of mate. So I was pretty shocked to see so many of you here today. I can only assume the majority of you were invited by Vicky. But as much as I've given Liam this stick in this speech, he's very well loved by all of his friends, however many they may actually be. To be fair, mate, I think you've got off lightly. I could have brought up those braces you've had for the past 2 years. The time when my mum found you fast asleep cuddling the toilet with sick all over the floor. Or the grasp of the English dictionary. Still don't think a lot of us here today know what hoofing, honking, Rog, Jen or Fredders still mean. Anyway, the draw to a close, I've had you up for enough. Karen and James, you've raised a beautiful daughter. Very smart as well. I'm sure you made very proud parents today. Jane and Pat, I wish I could say the same about Liam. But I have to be absolutely truthful and tell you Liam that is exactly the kind of guy everyone would love to have as their friend. Or their son, and yes, even their son-in-law. Vicky, you could not have married a finer man. A better drinker, sure, but not a finer man. Liam, you're a fantastic guy. I have an awful lot of respect for you. You're determined and have worked hard to get where you are today. You've outbantered me plenty of times being the joker you are. You're a great mate and I wish you the happiest of futures to the both of you. You're very lucky to have found such an amazing wife in Vicky. Wish you the best of luck because I think you're going to need it with him. That's me finished, but we've got a short clip over there which just everyone have a look.
Just a quick message for Liam and Vicky from Fred Ayres, Rog and Jen. They wish they could be at your big day, but they didn't get an invite, and they just want to send you all the best and have a few wets on them. Cheers.
Right, I just want to say congratulations to Liam and Vicky. Vicky, you are brilliant, you're amazing, and I think you'll do very well for him. Liam, you're alright. But no, I'm joking, you're a top bloke, absolutely hoofing, and I wish you a life of happiness.
I'd just like to congratulate Liam and Vicky on their wedding, and I hope they have a wonderful marriage together. She's a very lucky lady. Congratulations Liam and Vicky on your happy day. You've come quite a long way, Liam, haven't you, since coming in sixth form dressed up in a princess outfit, I think it was. You can see right now you're a bit of a big deal, mate. But nah, congratulations again, guys. I hope you have a wicked, long-lasting future together. All the best.
Yeah. So, no big deal. Just also in the army, personal message.
Larry, in down spiritually, mentally, spiritually, and of course, physically, still somehow managed to find someone to marry you. Massive congratulations to you and a wonderful, beautiful Vicky on your birthday.
Congratulations, Liam and Vicky. Have a great day.
Thank you, Vicky. Have a great day. Congratulations.
Liam and Vicky, congratulations on your marriage. To this, you see you've got the whole calendar. Very average. On average. We've got a calendar coming out as well, so how's it feeling from first car? It's not that bad, is it? Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, have a great day.
Vicky, I hope you know what you're letting yourself in for. You see, there's a funny thing about Royal Marines, and they're our tribes. You see, I'm a former paratrooper, so a real soldier. Let me just let you into a few secrets. They always dress up as women. Don't ask me where they get their gear from. If you can see them in clothes, because, you know, clearly, looking at this, they're never wearing it, apart from that carriage that's on his head. But look, let's calm things down. Liam and Vicky, listen, have a very, very happy life together. It's going to be tough because you're marrying the Royal Marines, you've got that embarrassment. Now, if I was you, I would say something like, he works for a charity, or just make up a story. But don't, for the life of you, tell them he's a lie. Have a great wedding. And of course, I ain't joking, you do a great job. Keep up the good work. Have a lovely life together. If you believe that, you'd believe anything.
Guys, can you all now join me and raise a glass to the bride and groom, Liam and Vicky? Cheers, thank you. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen,